Right, so this is an old guitar I found in a storeroom I was clearing out, and it was busted, so I decided to turn it into a Resonator guitar. You can see the bridge was lifting right off the body there. And so first of all I cut down the headstock, because I didn't like the old design that was on there. And I used a jigsaw to cut a big hole in the front, so that's where the sound well and the resonator cone will sit. And then I blocked off the old sound hole and cut some new ones in there with the jigsaw in lightning bolts. And then this is the frying pan that I decided to use as the resonator cone. That's the sound well. It's just layers of ply or particle board cut into a ring and glued together. And then I glued it in, put in a back brace, because there's a lot of tension from the strings, and the fingerboard was rubbish, the one that was on there. So I took it off and I made a new one. I cut out some wood and turned it into the tailpiece. There's some holes that the strings go through there, and then glued it on, and then that's how it turned out. So then I put loads of little blocks around the edges to add some more surface area to glue the back on, and I reinforced the edges of the sound hole so it wouldn't snap. Then I used this bit of wood to turn it into the fingerboard, or the fretboard, and cut it down into that shape, and use a program called WFret, which prints out a template for you. Then I used a hacksaw to cut the slots and put the frets in, which is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Then I painted the inside of it, so you wouldn't be able to see all the like the bracing and that. And then I glued the back on. Don't really have many clamps or tools, so I just used tape half the time. Then masked it off, got it ready for painting, and I put a few coats of primer and loads of coats of paint on it. But I guess my technique leaves a bit to be desired because it didn't come out as well as I'd hoped, but I can try that again at another point. And I cut that new nut out of a steel rod that I found. That's a resonator cone with a biscuit bridge sitting on top, and then that's it, done. You'll see a brass plate on the front of it there. That's a hand rest, so you don't put your hands on the bridge. And a little strap button that I made, and that's pretty much it.